He grew up in the housing projects of Brooklyn. His father broke his leg and lost his job. The family had no health insurance, no safety net. But that boy, Howard Schultz, would go on to build Starbucks into a global empire worth over $100 billion. This is his story. Howard Schultz was born in 1953 into poverty. His father worked low-paying jobs: truck driver, cab driver, factory worker. There was no stability, no benefits, and no security. When Howard was just 7, his father slipped on ice and broke his ankle. Suddenly, the family had no income, no health coverage. They were drowning. Howard remembers that moment vividly. It was a day he promised himself he'd escape the cycle of hardship. But escaping was not easy. His parents had no college education, no network, no money to offer him. Howard would have to fight for everything. Through sheer determination, Howard earned a football scholarship to Northern Michigan University. It was his ticket out of poverty. After college, he found work in sales and eventually joined a small coffee company in Seattle with just 11 stores. Starbucks. But Starbucks wasn't the Starbucks you know today. Back then, they only sold beans and coffee-making equipment. No lattes, no cozy cafes. Just beans. Then came Howard's life-changing trip to Italy. In Milan, he was captivated by the espresso bars on every corner. They weren't just selling coffee. They were selling connection, community, a third place between home and work. Howard knew instantly, Starbucks could be more than a store. It could be an experience. Howard pitched his vision to the founders of Starbucks, but they didn't believe in it. They wanted to stay small. So Howard took a risk. He left the company, raised money, and launched his own coffee shop called Il Giornale. It was a success. Customers loved the idea of a European-style coffee house in America. Soon after, Howard bought Starbucks from its original owners and merged it with his own company. What followed was explosive growth. By 1992, Starbucks went public. By 2000, it had thousands of locations across the world. Today, Starbucks has over 35,000 stores and serves 100 million customers every single week. And that poor kid from Brooklyn, the boy who once lived in a cramped apartment, embarrassed by his family's poverty, became a billionaire. The story of Howard Schultz is not just about coffee. It's about resilience, about seeing possibility where others see limits. Howard turned his pain into purpose. He built a company that gave employees healthcare benefits, something his own father never had. His story reminds us, your beginnings do not define your destiny. It's the choices you make after hardship that shape your future. So the next time you sip a Starbucks latte, remember, it's more than coffee. It's the taste of one man's dream.